What if you ever think that this type of a potato crockett would suggest that I would be subtracted from any type of advantages, I mean, or I would be disappointed, or I would be disadvantaged from receiving or getting any type of a merit. I would be born to be demerited because of masturbation by not reaping advantages or advantages or merits. Don't get that wrong. I'm already happy and my life is far better than you. As long as I would actually be a very plain, nameless, turning no one to head a type of a low profile person with a perfect citizenship, then I'm really happy because I will be loved by Frederick and our marriage is built to last forever. And it's going to be a very sweet combination. I have no doubt about it because we both know how miserable our life would be without each other. I don't really need to think about it. There is no need to think twice about it. So, internally, I'm very happy because, if you really open up my, internal chest box from my Vanity Fair period in the adolescent, honestly, I really regret that. I never wanted to actually have this kind of idea again. But the problem is, I was sometimes very much startled to witness the perfectly synchronized matching between two different pictures. Although I never want to have that. No. Excuse me, I don't want to actually leave that kind of debauchery. But the thing is, that's really perfectly matching. Almost unbelievable. I never expect to have this kind of, a perfectly fine aging beau gentleman from such a rich background with a good education. No, I never experienced that. Whoa. It got me lost in my reality. But the problem is, it's really perfect. The only problem is in me. I'm not actually good enough for him. That's the real reason I have to actually burn my midnight oil. At least it will provide a perfect facilities to keep up with him by not shaming him any further. Right? I have to transform myself into something better. And the thing is, what? Even if people actually say, "Oh, you're poor," you're actually, depressively gloomy. No, the only problem I had was, truly convincing Frederick's lofty parents to see they are lying. That credibility gap was really a source of a pain, which actually, put me in woes. Yeah, it's really the case. But since I've been actually, gradually removed from this type of onerous burden pressing down on my shoulders, I'm extremely thrilled. I am very happy. You would never imagine the size and the volume of my happiness and felicity. Excuse me, this was really the life that I wanted. And technically, I'm actually, very happy to be born with this condition. Although I would never have a child, doesn't matter. What's the point of having a child to be divorced later? Because you already actually, have anticipation for meeting a different guy. I don't really have that because, my only thing is the Frederick Plykin. I will cherish him. I will never perish him. I will actually, sustain his life and forevermore because he is really the perfect reason. If there is, a male version of Ursula von der Leyen, probably it could be, Frederick Plykin, very handsome and shockingly amazing, good looking, and with such an functioning brain. I'm very happy with his high-minded spirit. But you know what? What's not to miss is his golden heart. How many people actually would have this kind of perfect combination? Not everything would have come in combo. At least there was one discount and one disadvantage. I know he would never be something greater than what he is right now, but that's already perfect for me. Why would I ever want to actually be something? That's a problem. I would just actually be a very unnoticed, a regular plain citizen in Germany by actually maintaining a perfect marriage, by having such an house filled up with the lefts. Then I'm really happy. The house of mirth is within the reach, with the perfect details that I've been actually dreaming of ever since I was a little kid. I actually put them down on my journal. You can actually check out it. I'm not, because what, the fact that you can actually check this fact out, that's what I mean. Because I had to put them down rigorously on the pages of my journal and the diary, and you would be very surprised. Yeah, I sometimes have to wonder, was I truly possessed by something? Was I able to actually predict something? And I don't really need a child because, what? We are already perfectly happy and we will be. I know that much. I would actually put my heart into it. I have no doubt about it. I have no reason to hesitate for a second because we are born to be happy. We're destined to be happy together. We are meant to be. You know what? People actually who've been actually envious of, the situation, they say that, oh, you are actually lesser being. You know what? You don't really have any other equation that might actually gives you a convincing persuasion. That's really the reason you want to actually hold on to this retarded predetermination or fatality, what is it, yeah, the fatal destiny, yeah, to be a fatalist. Is that what you want? But yeah, maybe you could have your own opinion. But the thing is, even we are actually, lesser than you, we're still very happy, and you must be pretty much jealous of, our happiness. That's really the reason why you're constantly sending off a message, even though I don't give a shit about you. I don't really have no idea what you're up to, but that's none of my business. I don't even want to care. Technically, what you're doing is, the business you need to actually know. Excuse me, if you have a time for this type of humiliation, you should actually work on your own future. Who is going to be right beside your deathbed? Who is going to actually take care of you if your a bodily function somehow stops? Or it would never work any further. Think about it. Or your husband's business is going well. Is it really enough to sustain the family? This kind of practical concerns. You guys actually really need to think about this and not me. I don't really actually appreciate your concerns. And don't you not actually think that you're somewhat actually, boring upon the terrain reserved for me and a privy to me and my husband? I think it's a really kind of, demonstration. They could not actually tolerate the fact. Anyway, anyhow, that me actually being introduced into the milieu of a Frederick, even though they wanted to actually at all costs, calm them down and placate their frustration, anger, and appease their growing and mounting fury and furor, saying that they're lesser than us. We're happy. Those we are happy. Ha ha ha. I know, it sounds really like the pathetic desperation. Normally, people who are desperate, they're constantly contacting. Who are really happy, never even mind what they're up to, because that's none of my concern. I only care about my husband and my husband's beautiful lady, Ina Hook. I really wanted to work very hard, diligently and industriously to at least, be on par with Frederick Pleiken, at least, to play with them. That's all I'm hoping to get at this moment. I have no capacity and time to think about it, but your message well received. And let me actually tell you something. You know what? The more you actually emphasize that we are actually lesser, the more you're actually, falling into this, contradiction. You are dying to take this away from you, away from me. I mean, this is nothing but a gesture of a desperation and despair. I'm so sorry. There is nothing that I can actually do for you. Deal with it. Bye bye.